There. Welcome to the Lumiere channel. I'll be doing your guidance for the 25th and 26th of April. What is this? Taurus season now, I guess. What up, Tauruses? I'm gonna be shuffling off camera. I will see you with your message in a jiffy. Alright. Okay. This little guy flew out. This little lady. Oh, hey, honey. Number 1. Pain. No. Adaptability. So yesterday we were saying if you've reacquainted, if you acquainted with something, get to know it. This, to me, if we continue that from the 2 days ago, is getting to know the environment. Adapting to it. Again, reiteration of yesterday's. Of 2 days ago's, where you've observed the situation. If it's a situation that you basically have to be in some way, shape, or form, then you make a plan. You take what is in your control, assess what's in your control, and move by that, so that you're not just kind of faffing around, basically. At least you have some sort of paddle, right? While you're up the creek. Alright, so adaptability. Let's see what she has to say. When you set intentions for how your life could be different, better, fuller, juicier, prosperous, creative, more meaningful, adaptability is the power you'll need to rely on. The old familiar you, the one who is used to your comfort zone, is now invited to dance in uncharted territory. The questions to ask yourself as you step into the unknown are, who do I need to become in order to experience this life I desire? Exactly. What's in my control? And that's you, right? What's in your fucking... What is in your control? Now, this, by the way, when I say new environment, this could be a new or same environment with a person, with your situation in life, with a thing, with a place, whatever, right? What in me needs to shift so I can welcome this amazing abundance? You may want to pull an extra card after your reading, as a message from another goddess may grant you further insight into your answers. I guess that's what we're going to be doing. Know you have everything you need right now. You are aligned with the Celtic shapeshifter goddess, Aine, who could move effortlessly between our world and the world of fairy. That's cool. Her power of adaptability is sparkling within you. Magic is afoot. That's cool. I really like her ability to move from this to that. And I believe she's able to do that because she has that softness of air. That flexibility of air. You know what I mean? Like that lightness that we... If you've been following the dailies for the past several days, there's this thing about surrender. When you surrender, to me, there's an image of softness. And when you're a little bit softer, you're able to meander. You're able to bend and move in the way that you need to fit the situation and the circumstance. You're able to be adaptable. Adaptable? You're able to adapt. So she says further guidance. Excuse me, ladies. Who wants to come out and play with us for further guidance, please, on this day? Oh, that's a lot of you. They stay coming out in threes. There's someone at the top of the deck, but we're not going to pay attention to her. All right. 11. That's nice. 11 and 1. Sound like Mr. Bean. All right. Nurturer. Demeter, and Kuan Yin, compassion. Huh. Similar energies, actually. All right, let's see what's up. All right. Demeter says, giving to others is a wonderful feeling when you have a healthy sense of yourself. When you have a healthy sense of yourself, you want to share your love, your inspiration, and your experience. And the exchange feels clean. Your boundaries are fluid yet strong. The Greek goddess of grain and motherhood and the harvest, Demeter, reminds you that a harvest is meant to be shared. You've now tapped into her nurturing love, which is abundant, and your well-meaning gestures will be received with gratitude in some way returned to you tenfold. Now is the time to nourish yourself too, for giving must be balanced by receiving. Allow yourself to feel how the universe is like a wonderful nurturing mother that is always there when you need her. Demeter says to trust that you are loved and cared for all day, every day, and for all time, especially now. It's really nice as it compliments you as you're shape-shifting and gaining strength in just life and in yourself. That's nice. Kuan Yin's alignment message here says, are you feeling overwhelmed by all the suffering in the world and you can't imagine how you could make a difference? Do you feel hopeless over how we treat nature and each other? That's very specific. The goddess Kuan Yin knows that this is an important time of reckoning and reordering, but wants you to be careful not to fall into a pit of despair. If you allow the media to fill your mind with constant barrage of what's wrong in the world, you will become numb and unable to move. The good news is in your alignment task. First, focus your mind locally. Your choice is not to save the world, but to bring your attention to where you can help. What's in your control? We're back to this question. What's in your control? Okay? Even the smallest step toward a greater compassion is huge. Educate yourself about cultural issues and be better and more conscious and sensitive about your choices. Lend a helping hand to someone in need. Volunteer your time and choose one act of random kindness daily to help alleviate suffering. Do what you can and make that count. Always ask in your work, your relationships, and in your community, how will what I do serve others well? Remember, if you don't get it right, you can always course correct. With commitment, you will add more beauty to the world. Everyone is learning right now, and Kuan Yin reminds you to be kind to yourself too, as you accept your role in birthing a new world into being. So for me, what this is saying is, your guidance is to be adaptable through situations that may not be pleasant. If you do have a bleeding heart for other people around you, if you're okay, and these readings have been hitting more so for people who are around you, perhaps this is a call for you to be that nurturer. Perhaps it's a call for you to be the person who steps in and helps someone. However, if you're the one who's been going through a bit of a patch in a certain area of your life, some difficulty, be kind to yourself. And in that kindness, through that kindness, find where your control is. What can you do to help things be easier for you to move through what you're moving through? What will help you shapeshift into what you need to do, what you need to become, who you need to become, where you need to be, so that you can transition and help move yourself, shift yourself into that, I don't want to say end game, but into that place so that you can, be or thrive or whatever your end goal is. What do you need to do to maybe even give up in order for you to adapt to your world, in order for you to adapt to be what you need to be or be where you need to be? What may you need to give up? What may you need to put on? This can relate to weight, right? If you're trying to be healthier, what do you need to let go? What do you need to adapt to that's in your control that you need to take control of? If you're trying to gain weight, what is in your control to do? If you're trying to get a new job, trying to get, what is in your power to do. And if you feel powerless, be kind to yourself in that state. Be kind to yourself in that moment, because it's only through kindness and compassion and nurturing of yourself and not belittling of yourself or your circumstances will you come up with a solution that's moving you towards your highest good. Even when it comes to caring for other people, the world at large, belittling yourself and saying, I'm nothing, I'm nobody, I don't have anything to XYZ, that's not really helping anybody. You can have that moment, you're allowed to. However, that's not the place that, entirely, it's not the place that your big idea will come from. Your big idea will come from when you're chillaxing, watching Mr. Bean or something stupid like that. When you're relaxed in a moment of no tension in the shower. When you're about to go to bed in a moment of no stress, in a moment of relaxation. Big ideas will come to you. In a moment where you just are, where the world's issues and your world's problems aren't weighing heavily on your soul, that's when those blockages have made some room for those ideas to come to you, for you to adapt and to not even conform, but to be malleable and to shift into what you need to be in order to do what you need to do and get where you need to go. So we'll leave it at AIM and say, with what's going on in your world, how can you adapt, but not necessarily conform? It's yes, conforming, but it's almost like not conforming in a way where you're giving up your agency as a human being or as a spirit, as you, but what is within that to exalt your personhood, to exalt who you are, so that you can adapt to your situation, if that makes sense. It's not about losing you, it's about enhancing you, it's about empowering you and reflecting that light back on you and your abilities to be what you need to be, to do what you need to do, to get to the various worlds that you need to get to. I like this, in between worlds and the shape-shifting. That's really beautiful. You're doing well. I'm proud of you. Keep at it, okay? You're covered by the blood. You are being looked after. You are being watched over. That's something that's been a theme here. Okay? Just be kind to yourself as well and offer yourself those same courtesies that you would offer someone in your similar position. Alright. Whatever position that may be. Alright. Keep your light on and good luck. I'm always rooting for you.